Oh, what's happening? Why is everything breaking? Why is everything lagging? Maybe it's not. Let me actually check on a different screen just to make sure we're good to go. My computer has been absolutely breaking these past few minutes while trying to set everything up. But I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. Let me double check. My music's not being shown to y'all. But you should be able to hear it. Hold up, 1 second. Oh no, you can hear it, Alright, perfect. Welcome to the live, everybody! We're here for another wonderful study stream. Last week we didn't get to do any studying. This week we will. How fun is that? It's a little bit slower for everyone to enter because I know we didn't have school today. If you live in Nueva York. But we still have work to do because we had school yesterday. We have school tomorrow. I love this song so much. Hello, welcome on into chat. Alrighty. Who's ready to do some work? Once people roll in, I'll begin. Manito's here. Happy Lunar New Year, I forgot. I was playing a good chunk of Google Snake earlier, and they had some special stuff. It's the year of the snake. How we doing today? We got people starting to roll into chat. It's so annoying when I'm streaming on a day there's no school, because people take forever, because I don't remind people at school. But people show up. I love this song. I've used this, I think I used it in my last video. As you can tell, because of the music, I've added new music to the stream, guys. Going over here for a moment. I've added new songs. I used to have 5, now I have 10. I have double the amount of songs. These are the original 5. Now I have these 5 as well. So we'll be mixing around with some new songs during the stream. Snake update? There's no, like, update. It's just, like, the key art. You feel me? They changed, like, the title screen. No actual new thing, though. But it's alright. This song's also a banger. Went through all the new songs first. A couple updates. So that was the first one. We have new songs. I also have new songs for... There it is. For when we're doing work. I used to have 4 songs for lo-fi music, now I have 9. They're all going around here. And so I'll also be going through all of these as well. So I think you'll only hear each of these songs once, maybe twice. But I'm not gonna be replaying them as much as I did in the past. Oh. Yeah, so hopefully that's all good for the stream. Another thing, I fixed this last week, but we didn't end up using our thing last week. Let me actually pull this up now. Move this out of the way. So, 2 things here. First of all, new my to-do list. I think I might have showed off the to-do list last week, but it's the same color scheme as the timer. Isn't that fun? I hate having to point to things I don't know where I'm pointing. But it looks a lot more clean. It's not blue and green anymore. That was a strange time. I think it was only on for 1 or 2 streams, though, so it's fine. And then a second thing, notice this timer. Boom. Timer sticks. Now it's over there. I know we've had a big issue with timers resetting, but now I can come back between this and the timer stays. How fun is that? So I'm hoping that now during breaks I'll actually be able to use this Chrome tab and then not lose the timer every time. I know, Manito, finally. Timer is now consistent, which is great. And the only time it'll ever change is when I switch to my wide shot for the studying camera. But that's when I wanted to change. So it's all good there. Also, a reason I went live a whole 13 minutes late, that camera the one that I can't switch to right now, is the most annoying piece of technology ever. It lagged for 10 minutes straight. And then I don't even know how I fixed it. It just like started working all of a sudden. I don't even know what I did. But it's okay. As long as it works, we don't need to know why. As long as it doesn't break during our stream. Alrighty. We have a little bit more to get through. Oh, another thing. The documentary. I made the documentary. The one I was making last week. That's actually the final shot of it. It's the last little piece of it. And I'll be showing that during our next break, I think. Next break. Next break, I'll do a little reaction, because it's 10 minutes, so it's perfect for a 15-minute stream. Manito, I know, it's because we don't have school today, so I guess people are, like, I'm not in their minds, you could say. Normally I remind people, hey, I'm streaming today, and I texted some people, but it makes sense it'll come slower. But as the stream progresses, more people will show up, I'm sure of it. How many do we have watching right now? 2? So there's someone else who's not chatting in here. Don't know who they are, but they exist. Yeah, 2 viewers is what it says. Alright. I think we can get to something soon. Oh, we need to make our to-do list, right? I did not do any homework in the past 24 hours. I've done very little. Because I knew I was going to do my stream today, and I didn't have too much homework, so I did nothing last night, and then I did maybe an hour today. So I've left myself a fair bit of work. Okay, I think with that, if more chat isn't showing up for now, we can create our to-do list. What's a good to-do list song? We'll kick it back with a nice little... Alright, it is time to make our to-do list. I hope that if you're studying with me today, you're going to be doing the same. And Manito, I know you're the only one to chat right now. You don't have school yet, but I'm sure you have something to do that you can write down. You have yours ready? Whoa. Oh, you're gonna make that joke again. Oh, play Snake. Okay, that's a pretty solid goal. Okay, I'm gonna start writing out mine. I'm gonna create a text thing. List. Making a text box so difficult. Spanish. I'll start with that. And then I'm gonna actually shrink that to the correct size. I wish I could make this text the same like theme as the rest of this, but that does not seem to be a possibility here. Okay, so first thing, Spanish worksheet, and then I have a what's next? I have like a paper in front of me. Math. Math 5.8.1. I have that to do. And then I also have geometry. I'm going to be making a video on this. I spelled geometry wrong. That's embarrassing. I'm going to be making a video about this, but people normally take geometry last year in 9th grade in my school, but I wasn't at the school last year because, as you know, I moved. And so I'm taking geometry this semester for a test. And so I'm hoping if it goes well, I'll be able to make a video out of like how I took a state exam without the test, or without the class. And so our first ever geometry worksheet I'm going to be working on today. That's new and exciting. Then we have history. History, I have textbook reading. Yeah. And then I have English. I keep forgetting to put this little dash here. English. I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading 1.1, which means Act 1, Scene 1. We're reading Romeo and Juliet. What am I talking about? We're reading Shakespeare, and so we're starting that. So I'm reading section 1.1 right now. And then, lastly, if I have any time remaining, I'm going to plan the videos. Because I have a couple of ideas I need to start working on. That's the second semester. And then I'll make this a little bit larger. Actually, I can make this a little bit smaller, actually. Hold up. I'm gonna put this right here. And I'm gonna put, oops, I moved the wrong thing. And I'm gonna put you a little bit tinier inside. because I don't want this to take up too much space. Alright, we have our plan for today. Alright, Munito, it's still just you. Where is everyone? Okay. So, with that, I think we're ready to go. As I mentioned, let me pause music, it's a little in the way. As I mentioned, I have some new lo-fi music. I don't know if it's too distracting or not. We'll see. Because I try to find things for lo-fi that's, like, very chill and won't get distracting of your work. But, I haven't tried it yet. I found these an hour ago. So, we'll see if it works. And I think with that, should we go straight into our first, our first study period? Let's get some work done. Is that the plan? I think that is going to be the plan for now. And so with that, I think... Oh, I actually need to copy this. Hello, Steadicam, how's it going? I should probably move that a little bit. Yeah, I'll move it a little bit. Hold up one second. Ah! Which direction do I want to move it again? Down? Alright, how does that look? And if I do that, that should be good. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'll move you down, all the way down here. Because I need to then add over here, 1 moment. To-do list background, copy, and paste. And then our to-do list for today, wrong thing. A to-do list for today, copy, and paste. Here we go. Careful with the chair. Dude, I think about it every time I step on that chair. Whether it's before stream I'm setting it up, whether it's during stream or after stream I'm taking it down, it's a memorable moment, for sure. Alright, so I think with that we can go over to our music. Where is our music? Here it is. Hopefully like the new ones. They're kind of mixed in with the old ones. I think they should be shuffled, I believe. I think they're shuffled. Alright. I will see you guys in a little bit, in half an hour. Alright. Welcome back. We can turn off our lo-fi and turn on some... We can do some of that. That's a little quiet. Alrighty, chat, we're back. Oh, more people are in chat. Hello, John Doe. Hello, Asher. Asher finally figured out how to chat. He was having issues earlier. Hello. John Doe, hello, welcome to the stream. Do I remember who you are? I know you're from Cali. Not quite sure I remember the name. Don't know quite who you are, but I know you're Cali. I know our region. That's close enough. Happy Chinese New Year to you too. Do you guys have the day off in Cali? Because we did. We had no school today. It was nice. Guitar? Well, there's still like 4 people you could be. Aaron taking out, or not Aaron, my fault. Blueberry Bookworm taking out the lower half of Cali. You guys didn't have school off? Damn, I know. Actually, I don't know if we had. Yeah, you guys didn't have it off, right? We had it off for some reason today, which was nice. We've had so many breaks this month. We had no school last week for state exams, and then 2 days ago on Monday was I think it was like Teacher Development Day or something, and then today was Chinese New Year. Jokes with a friend with the letter L. There was jokes with a friend with the letter L. What? Okay, so guitar. We got that. There were jokes with the Am I tripping or do I not understand that? I'll come back to you. Blueberry Bookworm, that's on me. That's my bad. That's on me. I forget sometimes. Why is there no music? Where did the music go? There we go. Oh, by the way, for those who just entered, I added some new music, both for lo-fi and for now. So let me know if y'all mess with the music. Yes, it's true. Yo, John Doe, this is not... I might be a little bit special at the moment. I have no clue. Like, there's like 4 people you can be. Are you saying the letter L is in your name? In that case, you're... In that case, I know who you are. But I don't know if that's what you mean. Chat. Hello, welcome back. I don't think I'll do it this break. I made a documentary, for those who don't know, for National History Day for school. That's part of it. That's the last scene. And so I'm going to react to it at some point with you guys. I think I'll do it next break. Because I think I still want to wait for people to roll in. And especially during this first break, people are still coming on to the stream. Asher had this whole debacle about making sure he'd be able to chat today, and then he chatted once and dipped. Preparing a song for the Oh, okay, yeah. I want to like convey that I know who you are. Actually, no, you know what? You know what? Hold on one second. I'm gonna just real quick, if I may. That's all you got. Man, I miss guitar. Actually, I was like making a little jingle yesterday on the guitar. I haven't touched the guitar in a little while, but I made something. Not for you guys. You guys will never hear it ever. You know the jokes. Yep. How's y'all's day been? I've been so out of school. I'm wearing like pajamas and everything. I got my pajama pants on. Man. Oh, also for work. I forgot about work completely. I finished some stuff on the to-do list. Let me pull up a check mark emoji. Here we go. Copy. And then I finished a good chunk, actually. I finished both Spanish and my math homework, which is nice. Delete those boxes there. I got all of that done. Next is geometry, which I'm a little concerned for, because I'm only starting geometry this semester. New semester, new me, it says in the title. Not those jokes. Man, Leon. Not as fun with you anymore. Are you taking guitar again? I thought, I know some people were taking it last year were not going to come back. I didn't know you were doing it second year. Or do you mean school in general? Oh, in that case, thank you. Benito, yes, we're back. Did you get lost playing Snake? Benito is playing the new Snake update because officially, as of today, it's the year of the snake. And so Google Snake had a little bit of an update. Oh, I like the song too. Yeah, he sent me he sent me a picture of him playing Snake through text I just saw. What now? I don't want to show the documentary yet. How are we doing today? No one's actually told me what they did today. That's what I asked, and I specifically wanted an answer. Also, today's Chipotle day. Man, I want to pause music for a second. I'm so mad. I'm mad, sad, angry, and hangry. Wanna know why? Every Wednesday is Jet Lag Wednesday, and I'm supposed to be able to watch my favorite TV show, Jet Lag the Game. But last week was the damn finale of the show. Not the show, the season. But there's no jet lag today. Today's the first no jet lag, and there's not going to be it for the next 2 months. Which means after stream, what am I going to do? Eat Chipotle? Not watch jet lag? Kinda sounds like an awful rest of the day if you ask me. But it's okay. We thrive. Oh, practice for a frisbee? Yeah. The rolls in the field, I don't know if I still got that. I haven't done a somersault in like 7 months. Where we've been practicing for frisbee now, the field's a little bit rough, because where we normally are is not available during the winter. So I've not been doing my somersaults. Man, I want to come back though. I know I might have a tournament for debate in Cali, where you guys are. And so if I do, I want to stop by the field. I want to maybe go to a practice if I can. I don't know how long I'm going to be there for, though. We'll see. Also, for those who weren't here... Actually, let me make sure this is... For those who weren't here, the timer's still up now. So you can see what time there is until break always. I also forgot to make a message. 1 second. At the beginning of all my streams, I normally type in the chat that what I'm doing. So give me 1 moment. Half hour... Oh, sorry. 30 minutes studying. Actually, I want to, you can just see that. Actually, no, whatever. 30 minutes studying, 15-minute breaks, and potentially a documentary reaction. Where's the eyeball emoji at? There it is. Send that in chat, now I can pin that. I normally do that at the start of the stream. My fault for not doing it till now. There it is. Right there. Heyo, Supernova, welcome to today's stream. Do you have any work today? Because I know some people already finished all their work. Actually, I have no clue if you're from Cali or New York. If you're from New York, we didn't have school today, which is nice. You're doing math. I'm fairly certain you're from New York, though, I think. Doing math? Dude, I did some math, too. I have to do geometry this year, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. We'll get through it. New song. I'm really excited to show you guys the documentary, because outside of the judges, you're from Cali? Really? Wait, I thought for sure you were... Okay, whatever. So we didn't have school today. Unfortunate for you that you did, though. I want to show you guys a documentary really badly, but I'm not going to do it because I only have 6 minutes left. It's a 10-minute documentary. The only people who have seen it so far are the judges, because it was for National History Day, so it's like a tournament type thing. It's not my best work, because I only had a couple days to make it, but it's still something. I want to show you guys. I don't want to let it go to waste. There'll be new songs, thank you, Benito. I think you've already heard a couple of them from the old channel as well. A lot of these are reused. Documentary, yep. I think you can guess what it's about as well. I mean, I can zoom in on here. Can I zoom in on here? I can't zoom in on here. I think you can kind of make a guess at what it is about. But it should be fun. Should be fun. Hold up, I just completely ruined my camera setup. Give me a moment. I should not do that in the future. Oh, there we go. In the future, I can just go like this and make you zoom in yourself, but things you learn. Oh, you know what I should do, actually? Pause. I just got a great epiphany idea. You know how constantly I'm like, I want to tell you guys something about that study camera that's all the way up there, but I guess I can't because it reset the timer. What if I just make the exact same thing, like another scene that has that shot, but with this timer, so I'm able to show you guys. Can I make that while I'm streaming? Hold up, wide shot break. Can I do this while streaming without ruining the timer? I didn't ruin the timer. Oh, it ruined the timer. Okay, well now it will never break again. On scene, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make. Oh, do I have to go dark for a second to do it? Okay, I'll do it later. What I was thinking of doing, hold up. Here we go. What I was thinking of doing was having a shot that's like that, but with this timer. But I'll do it after stream. Did you do the explosion transition? When did I say I was gonna use it? I didn't use an explosion. I don't know if it's for the part I was gonna do. Let me actually. What part? I don't know if I don't remember. What part was I going to do that? Because I used an explosion for some transition, but it might not have been what I was originally thinking. Super wants to know if you. I can't say that on stream without getting copyright striked. Also, who's Super? Yeah, Supernova. Oh, Super. Supernova. No. Not particularly. And this is an offer that I can get out of it. Last stream, I know last stream, but what was I gonna use an explosion for in the documentary? Because I used an explosion, but I don't remember what I was going to use it for. Do I still do Ultimate? Yeah, I'm wearing my my Frisbee team's pajamas right now. I didn't have to leave the house today, so I wore pajamas all day. I'm a captain for my team as well. I'm B team captain. We have a meeting on Saturday. I don't know if anyone else from. I know sometimes some other captains pull up to the stream. I don't think they're here now. But if anyone does happen to be there, maybe Zev or Noah, we do have a meeting on Saturday. Pull with the old jersey. You know, I did that a couple times. I can get the jersey real quick. I pulled up with this. I literally last practice. There it is in all its glory. Still has my number. I want to hide my name, but still has my number and everything. I'm the same number as well. I'm still 20. I think we get our new jerseys in a couple weeks. I already ordered it. Low key though, don't tell anyone on my team. I like the old jerseys better. The Albany jersey is so much better. Blueberry Bookworm. It was such an issue when I first moved here because that was the only jersey I had, so I constantly wore it to practice. And then everyone was like, where do you do? I thought you were from California. Why do you have an Albany, New York jersey? Even though there's a Golden Gate Bridge right on it for both versions of the jersey. So it confuses some people. Also, this timer got messed up. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I specifically made it so if I switch to a Chrome tab, it doesn't change. But it won't happen again. But I think our time is up. So what I'm going to do is another half hour of studying. And then I'm going to show the documentary. We're going to watch it on stream. So be here in half an hour. Even if you leave chat for now, be here in half an hour. Bro's captain, friend to captain. Yep. Went from the captain YouTube channel to captain of my Frisbee team. That's why I say I'm from Berkeley. That's fair. Yeah. Well, people, I feel like if you're where you are in Cali, it's fair to say Berkeley. I have to say San Francisco here. If I say Berkeley, they're like, a what now? I guess like people who are going to UC Berkeley know, but that's a very small percentage of seniors, even not even sophomores. I should stream at practice. Low-key, I could. I wouldn't want to do it on this channel though. I've been in the talks with some of my Frisbee friends of making a Frisbee YouTube channel. If I did, I would link it here, and then I'll have like I do one of those like GoPros on my chest and do a practice like that. That'd actually be hella fun. But the thing is, I'd have to make sure everyone at practice is okay with me recording them live. So it's difficult to pull off, but it'd be fun. Maybe during the summer when there's less people around. Even I'm only around for practices during August. You guys distracted me. You guys can keep talking, but I have work to get to, and I hope you do too, because especially people in Cali who have work to do. So I'm ending this, and I will see you guys in yet another half an hour for the documentary.
This is this is this is
literally just in the nick of time I finished my geometry packet. That's convenient. Where's my music pause? There we go. Welcome back, chat. Welcome back. We're alive and thriving. How was our studying? I did in exactly half an hour all the geometry I needed. It was my first time doing any geometry. It was a lot easier than I was expecting, so it's a good start for the semester. So I can take that off of my to-do list now. I can check that right off. And with that, we can start a documentary. I'm gonna wait a minute or so people can start rolling in from their break. I'll respond to chat during that time. Switch up the format. Oh, because you just joined last stream. Right, okay. So last stream was strange. It was a break week. We didn't have any school, so I had no work to do. So instead, I worked on the documentary the entire time and didn't do any, of this. This is what I normally do. So normally during streams, I'm going to be doing half an hour studying, 15-minute break, and that cycle. Almost 3 questions? How difficult are your questions? Taking you 10 minutes per question? Blueberry Bookworm, songs eating, that's good. I'm seeing the time you sent that chat, it was during the new songs, because half of the songs on our lo-fi list are new for today. So glad you like them. I wasn't sure how they'd do on stream. Yeah, Supernova, that's just, that's what we normally do. Alright, I think with that, I can pause our music, and I think we're going to watch a little bit of a documentary. Let me just... 1 second, let me set it all up. So I'm gonna have to text someone there. Alright. Here we go. Does this work? It does work! Does chat work? It does! Yay! And timer still works. I'm so glad all that worked. I've had issues with all 3 of those in the past. Okay, so, a little bit of context before I begin. This documentary, I made for National History Day. So it's like a little, it's sort of like a tournament style thing. It's extra credit from my high school. And so it's about the Balfour Declaration, which you'll find out what it is. But it's basically some old document. And my thesis for this documentary, it's not made super clear, because I had to work on this fast. It's not the best documentary in the world. But my thesis was that the Balfour Declaration led to the creation of the State of Israel, the country Israel. Also, Supernova, you'll find out, it's so annoying. Whenever you use a YouTube emoji, it doesn't show up in this chat for some reason. I don't know why Streamlabs is like that, but it is. If you use a normal emoji, it will show up. So I'm going to really quickly pull up chat on my tablet here so I can look at chat while watching this, because I'm not going to be able to see chat otherwise. Oh, and I can see your real emoji when it's here. Yeah, I just realized. Okay, so with that, I have chat set up here. We can begin the documentary. One question, though. Is this a good... am I taking up too much of the screen here, or am I good? I don't know. Someone let me know. Because I don't want to take up too much of the screen, but I also don't want to, be not recognizable. Not seeable. I hope it's fine. Let me also test the audio, make sure that's in check. It is. Blueberry, I'm good. Thank you. All right. With that, let's begin. I had very limited time to make this, so bear with me. And also, I will be pausing. Feel free to ask questions or anything in the chat. I will be pausing this documentary while watching it, so... Yeah. All right. Hope you like it. Here we go.
This is a momentous occasion. It marks a pivotal event in Jewish history, in British history, and world history.
Today marks the 100th anniversary of the Balfour Declaration.
This is the desk where the Balfour Declaration was composed.
A British pledge that many feel paved the way for the creation of the State of Israel.
The 100 years of Balfour Declaration is something that's unacceptable to us. It's a disaster and a tragedy for Palestinians and Israelis.
The real tragedy of the Balfour Declaration is that it took 3 decades to fulfill its promise.
And then we get to the intro screen. Should I turn on subtitles? Yeah, that's another thing. These are automatic subtitles and not made by me. I'll put subtitles on for now. If you guys want me to take them off, I will. So that's it. That's the intro, and now we can get started. The Balfour Declaration, made by me.
Before we get into the implications of the Declaration, or even the point of this documentary, really, I want to contextualize what it is. The Balfour Declaration was created in 1917 by Arthur James Balfour, the then Prime Minister
It's a little
of Britain.
oftentimes said
It
Balfour
called
instead of
for a
Balfour.
Jewish country in what is now Israel-Palestine.
His Majesty's government deal with
Another thing I wish I did, I wish I gave a little bit more context before I just went straight into the page. This is the Balfour Declaration. And I don't show the entire thing, but I show most of it. So this is the Balfour Declaration, to be clear.
favor the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people.
Balfour wanted this nation to be in a section of the Ottoman Empire, which Britain was preparing to take control of after World War I. But this land was not an empty one. It was home to over 600,000 Arabs, so the Declaration attempted to address this.
It being clearly understood that nothing should be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine.
And that's the entire declaration, just these 67 words. And yet I believe that this little blurb of text ended up becoming the most important piece in the creation of Israel. Without it, there would be no legislative backing,
This is my thesis part.
violent riots, and international support
Donald
that
Trump.
Israel has today.
Barack Obama.
But this all begs the question, why was it Britain that made this declaration?
Chapter 1. There's 3 chapters in this, by the way.
When the declaration was created, it was just under...
Also, mic's a little bit off. I forgot to connect my mic for this whole chapter. So during this entire chapter, the mic is a little bit worse. It's my phone mic, not the mic that you see here. But it's okay. You can still hear it just fine. And let me know if you don't. And if you have any questions. Ask questions if you have any. I have a lot of knowledge I didn't get into this documentary.
A year until World War I was going to end. When it was clear the Ottomans were about to lose, Britain started making deals with others of what they were going to do with the land, the Balfour Declaration being one of them. That brings us to 1918, where Britain officially takes over Palestine,
Chapter 1 and Chapter 2? I don't know if I did that. We'll find out. I don't exactly remember, but we'll see.
the British Mandate, which is just what they called Israel-Palestine when Britain had control. But why was Balfour so adamant on making a Jewish state on that land? Well, he explains it best in an introduction for a book he wrote called The History of Zionism. The only qualification I possess is that I've always been greatly interested in the Jewish question, when anti-Semitism in Eastern Europe was in an acute stage. Conversations I held with Dr. Wiseman convinced me that history could not thus be ignored, and that if a home was to be found for the Jewish people, it was vain to seek it anywhere but in Palestine. Balfour, seeing rising anti-Semitism in Eastern Europe and Britain's recent control of Jerusalem, thought he'd be doing good of the Jewish people if he gave them the Holy Land to create a nation around. Side note, Dr. Wiseman, whom Balfour mentioned in the passage, was the president of the Zionist organization and later became the first president of Israel. He'll be important later.
The funny thing about that is he's actually not important later at all. I just didn't want to have him be in the passage and then not be talked about at all. So I kind of, it's my way of mentioning who he is and then not giving any clarification. You can completely forget about him. He's not important at all for the rest of this.
It was also speculated that another reason Balfour turned to the Jews was so they'd give him support in World War I. He was afraid of Jews siding with the Ottoman Empire, and so he wanted to do something that would be good for the Jewish people so they would help him out throughout the war. While there had been riots denouncing the Balfour Declaration, Britain was the world superpower, had just won the Great World War, and had full control of Palestine, meaning no government nor organization that denounced the Declaration could do anything about it. In other words, Britain could do whatever it wanted. It had full responsibility of dealing with the land and its people. So after 3 years
Oh, another thing I want to mention. I completely forgot about this. There's a theme for this year. Like, I had to submit this documentary under a theme. The theme was rights and responsibilities. So you're going to hear me use the word rights and responsibilities a lot. I mainly talk about the responsibility of Britain as a government and then the rights of both Jews and Arabs. And so you see even there I say the word responsibility, I didn't even notice that. So that's what I had to go off of, basically.
The mass immigration to the British Mandate, Britain released its first report on the land. Here's some snippets of that report. 4/5 of the whole population are Muslims. The long delay in the formal
Also, I wish I had time to record this. It's literally blurry. Like, how did I let it be blurry? It actually annoys me, but whatever.
Settlement of the international status of Palestine has tended to disturb the minds of people. Between September 1920 and May 1921, about 10,000 immigrants arrived. On May 1st, there was a riot in Jaffa. Disturbances continued during the following days. Attacks were made from Arab villages upon the Jewish colonies of Petah Tikva and Childea. And keep in mind, this is all filtered through the British government, who wants to make the settlement look as good as possible. Needless to say, Britain was doing a bad job of upholding its responsibility of running the land.
I wanted to wait for the next chapter to respond to your question. Basically, when I was in Cali last year for you're in Cali forum, when we had our forum project last year, I did a thing about Israel-Palestine. So 99% of this, 95% of this research is completely from last year. I did almost no research for this documentary, which is funny. But I mean, I already had the idea. I already had like all this research, and then I was like, I can make. And then like there was like more about like the whole conflict in general. Here I was like, I can just like focus in on one declaration that I actually did think was important, and then make a whole documentary off that. So reusing some content here. All right, chapter 2, violence. Oh, here we go. I didn't use the transition then. I'm pretty sure I used the explosion at some point in this chapter, but I didn't use it as a transition. My fault.
Probably the biggest oversight of the Balfour Declaration is the native Arabs. Even though they said that nothing shall be done to their religious or civil rights, you can see the situation today, and it's not how Balfour imagined. As I mentioned earlier, there was some retaliation of the Arabs, but it wasn't only violent. Throughout the 20s, there were several attempts to solve this diplomatically, but nothing was working. And so eventually, in 1929, there were the Jerusalem.
There we go. What was it again? It was like when I was saying they couldn't solve it diplomatically, so instead...
There were the Jerusalem riots.
Right, I remember this. I felt like it was more in place if I put it right before an actual riot, rather than just like the chapter about violence. I don't know, I think it works better that way. And also I can then transition the board that way as well.
Now, the footage from those riots are grainy at best, but it shows just how big this event was. By the end, 133 Jews and 116 Arabs were killed. But it wasn't just the violence itself that was leading to the creation of Israel. It's the fact that these two groups couldn't get along, and it's all because of that darn declaration. You can imagine a world where Balfour spent more time outlining how Jewish immigration would be limited, or spent a few more sentences talking about the rights of the natives, but he didn't. And that's how we got to the situation we're in today, where the native Arabs have much less rights than the incoming Jews. Interestingly enough, the British government did not intervene with the 1929 riots. It was up to the government officials in the British Mandate to fix all of that, but that wouldn't be the case almost a decade later when the Arab Revolt broke out in 1936. This revolt put militaries behind the conflict, further separating...
Also, you've noticed I've already spent like 15 seconds without putting anything on the board. That continues for another 20 seconds. At this point in the edit, it was like the night before it was due. I pulled almost an all-nighter. I slept an hour to finish this. So the editing's a little bit worse from here on out. But it's still not too bad. It's still a good documentary, I think.
Arabs and Jews, even those who disapproved of the conflict. Now, the revolt promptly ended in 1939 due to the German fellow in Europe, but during those 3 years of fighting, the British government created a partition plan to divide the land into two countries, and it wouldn't be the only country to try.
Chapter 3! International support and partition plans.
Before getting into the several partition...
Oh! That's the board! Whoa! Yeah, I've not cleaned up my board since recording the documentary last week. Although there are two partition plans on the board, so if you really wanted to skip ahead, you could try to screenshot and zoom in on here, instead of just watching the next 2 minutes of this documentary. Yeah, documentary time, Benito. A little late to the party. If you want to, when we're on our next break, if you want to just rewind or rewatch, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them either now for the rest of this, or you can ask it during our break, or during our studying, and then I'll answer next break. Anyway, chapter 3.
Plans floated around in the 30s and 40s. Let's quickly jump back to World War I. Britain was making rapid-fire decisions in their cabinet, but almost nothing could be passed without the insight of U.S. President Woodrow Wilson, who was in great favor of a Jewish state in the Middle East, partially convinced by the Balfour Declaration. It was only because the UK and US won the Great World War that the League of Nations officiated the British Mandate in 1920 in the first place.
A thing I didn't...
Alright, now onto the partition.
Another thing I didn't mention is that it's not because they won the World War the League of Nations was like, oh yeah, sure, we'll give it to them. They kind of warred the League of Nations, to be clear. Kind of like today, the UN is basically run by 5 countries, the US being one of them. The League of Nations was basically run by the UK and the US. Our timer's almost up, so what I'm going to do real quick is switch to this, so our timer resets. Because I don't want our timer to look strange, but I don't want there not to be a timer. So this timer isn't correct, just whenever we finish the documentary, we'll go to break time. Upgraded my YouTube skills, thank you. I mean, I feel like it's easier to edit videos that, like, have a camera. Because when I do, like, those little edits where, like, I make the glitch happen on the board, it looks nicer than if I have a glitch happen in-game, because it looks more cartoony anyway. But thank you for the compliment.
Plans. Back in the late 30s, when the Arab Revolt was in full force, Britain sent down the Peel Commission to investigate the situation and see if they can come up with a solution. And here's what they said in their own report. The mandate in its existing form is unworkable, and Palestine should be partitioned into a distinct Jewish and Arab entity.
I don't know if I want to reveal this on stream. I couldn't find the Peel Commission results. This was from my my research during last year's research project. I could not find the report that I found a year ago. So this, should I say this on stream? Allegedly, this on screen right now is Inspect Element. But it's real. I promise you, it really happened. Those words did come out of someone's mouth. I just can't find it. Bro, British. I shouldn't think about that. I'm right. British from my old channel. This is literally him. Mr. British from my old Fall Guys channel created the conflict in the Middle East. He's a worse guy than we thought. We're connecting the dots here.
This is what the map looked like, with yellow being the Arab nation, green being the Jewish nation, and red being controlled by Britain.
Another thing I didn't like, I couldn't re-record this. I'm just going to show you guys the thing up close so you can see it. 1 second. I want to actually, like, allow you guys to see it. Because you can't see it too well. Let me switch back OBS real quick. This is what it looks like. So take it in. The yellow is the Arab nation they proposed. Green up the top is the Jewish state. And this little red bit, which looks orange on camera for some reason, is British owned. You couldn't really see it too well in the documentary, so just showing it to you here.
However, the Arabs hated that the Jews got most of the fertile parts of the land, and the Jews were okay with having a percentage of the land relative to their population, but wanted to expand it as they wanted to grow their community. This one was a no-go. Throughout the next 10 years, several partition plans were brought into light, but the whole mandate was on shaky grounds because of this piece of paper and World War II. In short, this paper was Britain folding to some Arab requests, stating that some form of independent Palestine must exist a decade from then, and heavily limiting Jewish immigration to 75,000 more Jews until 1944. Unfortunately, just 4 months after this paper was put into law, Nazi Germany began one of the largest genocides on the Jewish people ever. So that's a bit of a predicament. And
I feel like I never had the chance to, like, really talk about this. Because, like, the time limit for this documentary, by the way, was 10 minutes, and you saw I went to 9:56 without any other words. I wish I could talk more about that paper in the documentary, but, like, saying that a very small amount of Jews could immigrate, and then World War II happens, is crazy. And it's, like, especially during wartime, Britain didn't care too much about the land, so you have the situation where so few Jewish people can move to the British Mandate, and there's a genocide happening in Europe. So, really unfortunate timing, and it probably caused a lot more deaths than if the paper didn't happen. Right, because you can imagine a world where the paper wasn't created, and then a lot more people who were in Eastern Europe could then immigrate to this British mandate instead of ending up in Germany and Poland.
And by the time World War II ended, Britain was tired. It was low on resources, having just come from a 5-year World War, and had no interest in upkeeping the British Mandate. So they went to the newly founded United Nations and told them they were officially withdrawing their responsibility of the land on May...
Yeah, supernova. I was like 50%. I was thinking someone might bring that up. But, oh boy. That's for my forum, right? I'm pretty sure I remember that. That one's rough. That's a rough quote. Let me grab the other partition plan real quick. This will show up on screen in a second. Not the best quote for me.
15th, 1948. That gave the UN just 1 year to create a partition plan that everyone could agree on, and by November of
Oh, was that
year,
last stream? I remember I said things like that a lot when I was making my forum project, because I spent literally 2 sentences on World War II. But yeah, last stream. Yeah, that makes sense.
they came up with this map. The
You guys can't see it again, so let me show you again. It's upside down. Perfect. This one's a little more detailed. So this one, blue is still the same things. Blue, green is Jewish, and then yellow is Arab. Notice this time there's no British control because they wanted out. So actually, it's not British control; it's international. I don't talk about it during the documentary, but this little white bit is international land. You have another clip. I saw you just texted me. I'll look at it after stream. My phone's up there for the study cam. Anyway, back to it. We only have a little bit left, and then I have to go back to studying.
Arabs once again disagreed, rightfully stating that the Jews were just 1/3 of the population, and yet were being given over half the land. However, in a UN vote of 33 to 13, the resolution was passed. Britain would officially withdraw from the conflict that they started, giving up all responsibility of the land. And I wish I could tell you that Jews and Arabs have since figured it out, and that everyone has basic human rights, let alone equal rights. But that's simply not the case. As I'm speaking, there's an active war happening right now in the region with no signs of stopping. So back to 1948, the Arabs of course disagreed with this partition plan,
Yeah, I gotta have
but
a
it was
little
already
sad
set in
song
stone. So on May 14th, 1948, Jewish troops came to claim their territory and thus started the creation of Israel. And it all started from these 67 words.
And that's the documentary! The rest of this is sources. I had to put my video clips and sources on here. What'd you guys think? I hope it's good. I hear back from the judges in less than a week. They said by next week I'll know if I made it to the next stage. For like the competition, I think there's like school, which I already did, and then I can move on to like, I think it's then city, states, and nationals. But I'm not gonna make it that far. Thank you, Supernova. Music was giving documentary vibes. That was the goal. Thank you, Blueberry. Yeah, that's that. I really feel like I could have made it better if I had more time, but, you know, I played with the cards I was dealt with, as the saying goes. Very good what I saw. Yeah, Benito, if I were you, I'm going on break right now. This timer's incorrect, so I actually reset it. I think we're already, like, almost half an hour into a break. So Benito, enjoy the first little bit of the documentary you missed. If you have any questions, you can come to me, and then I'll respond after the break, after the studying. I keep saying break. I'm studying. This was a break, which is strange, because normally during break I just talk with chat. And for the rest of us who watch the whole thing, we have another studying, another half an hour. Coincidentally, I have history next on my list. I'm going to be doing a little bit of history, and I'll see you guys all in another... Hold up, let me get the music up. In another half an hour. Alright, welcome back. Let's turn on some hype music. We're so unbelievably back. Manito, you're also back right at the same time. That's convenient. Great documentary skills. Thank you, thank you. Feel like watching a modern docu? That's nice. I try to make it more YouTube-y. It was a lot more YouTube-y than a documentary should be, realistically. But I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do. So it's easier for me to edit that way. How we doing, chat? I'll troll back in. I had a question for you guys. In a minute, I'll start a poll for it. Actually, I'll start a poll right now, and then I'll explain it when people come back. Because people are still trickling on in. I need to sign into the correct account for this, so I can make a poll. One moment. View my channel. Live. There we go. And then, how do I make a poll? Like this. Here we go. Poll. And then I'll ask it in private when people come back so people don't hear me. Alright, poll's been created. I had a question for you guys. I wanted to know if you guys wanted to do longer studying periods. Because I remember 2 weeks ago we were doing studying, and it was specifically Zev who brought it up. He was like, I did not have time. I kept getting locked out by you. And I don't want people to like come into the stream and say that they can't get work done. So I feel like it might be better to do longer periods of studying. And so I wonder if you guys want that. I can either, what I'm doing right now is half an hour, but I can up it to 45 minutes, and like the cycle repeats every hour. 45-minute break, or 45-minute studying, 15-minute break. That way it gets more work done, but less me time. Will I ever visit again? Oh, definitely. Yeah. I might be coming in April for a debate tournament, and if I do come, I don't know if I'll be able to go to Albany, or I shouldn't say the name of the city. I won't be able to go to the place, the city, but I'll be nearby. And so if you guys want to come to me, that'll be fine, because I have a hotel and everything, but I don't know if I'm allowed to come then. If I don't come in April, I'll come at some point, but it's not going to be soon. Because I'm going to Berlin for the summer in July. Come to practice. Low-key, I will. Like, if it's during a time where you guys have practice, I'd pull up. If I'm there for like a week or so. Because like realistically, if I'm going to be there, I'm probably staying at like Alex's for a week. And then I can hang out with you guys. But it'd be like during a break or during summer. So. And also our breaks have to line up, because I don't know if our breaks are completely lined up. Berlin? Yeah. I guess I haven't told you, I'm going to Berlin to do entrepreneurship. It's a study abroad program. And I think I get college credit for it. I'm not 100% certain. But it's like, it's classes as well. Alex says weird stuff in Kevin. About me? What is he saying about me? That sounded normal in my mind until he said about me. Now what is he talking about? Oh, also another thing, off of our beautiful my to-do list, you got some more. I didn't answer your question. Got 5 more questions done. Congratulations. In the meantime, while you got your questions done, I finished my history reading. It was a nice little way to get back into the semester because there was literally no notes I had to do. And also, pause. I wanted to show you guys what I actually did. This is the work I did for history. It's literally 4 pages, and 3 of them are mainly pictures. Like, pictures take us half the screen, pictures take us half the screen, pictures take us half the screen. I'm not going to zoom out because my teacher's name is, like, right there. I don't want to dox myself. But I like the lightest work of all time. Another thing I figured out is that my English reading, we're going to talk about it in class on Friday. And if we're talking about it on Friday, then I want to do it on Thursday. So I'm not doing it today. So I'm going to cross out English from our to-do list for today. I'll do that tomorrow off stream. Which now leaves me with only 4 things to do. And the only thing left is YouTube. So I think what I'm going to do is next break, next studying period, I'm going to work on YouTube. I'll plan some stuff out. And then I don't know how much I want to share with you guys because they are quick videos, so I want to keep them a little bit secret. But I might share a part of it. You feel me? So we'll see. It's in like 40 minutes anyway. But it's an idea. Put some music back on. How he wants... I can't say that without getting demonetized. That's an odd thing of him to say. You do 4 assignments, I do 8 questions for math. That's crazy. Are you in the harder math class, Demetrius? Or super? I keep doxing everyone's name. Demetrius. I keep doing it. Supernova. Are you in the harder math class? 2+, it's like the middle one. That's fair though, cause like I was just in 1 last year, and like the questions were longer than here for sure. But it's like, it's the second semester just started for us, it's really easy. Spanish took 5 minutes, math took a little bit of time, I guess. Geometry is 9th grade math, and then history is only reading. Yeah, my fault, I'm like actually really bad at this whole doxing thing. Somehow Alex has blue, I don't know how, but apparently... I'll leave it at that. Spanish 3 is painful. I mean, I don't know. I don't know I don't know who your teacher is. I'm in Spanish 3. It ain't that bad. Like, low-key. Although I feel like half the stuff we're doing is reviewing Spanish 2 anyway. I feel like we haven't learned too much. It's mainly been vocab. We haven't, like, I don't know. We haven't learned a lot of, like, a lot of grammar stuff. It's all been vocab. Same for you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Vocab. The thing, yeah, vocab is kind of annoying. Let me turn the camera down. The vocab is kind of annoying. It's like, there's just so many words we have to know. John Doe, I'm gonna pretend I never read that message. In fact, you know what I can do? Wrong thing. You know what I can do? Boop. Now your message doesn't show up in the chat. Oh, isn't that funny how I can do that? It's almost like it's a language, yeah. Oh no, we have to learn vocab to learn a language. How awful. Alright, your comment showing up anyway, I'll put it back. What are you working on? Alright, you said math. John, what are you working on? John Doe. You doing any work or you just hanging out? What have you been up to? Because you had school today. So I would assume you also have work to do. I'm gonna put these up while I'm at it. You're also doing math? Is math really that difficult for you guys? I can't imagine math taking up that much of my time. Like, even last year, math was like maybe 25 minutes. John doesn't too? Oh, unfortunate. For reasons, you wanna follow up on those reasons? Explain a little bit more? Give you more insights? Oh, Manito sent stuff directly in DMs. Okay, that's why he wasn't saying anything too specific. Alright, Manito, I'll respond to you after stream ends, so I can focus on stream for now. AZ, do you know dinero? I'm hungry. You said dinero reminded me of dinner. I have Chipotle waiting for me right outside. I can't wait to end stream. I think this next study one might be the last one, this last study section. Mainly because, like, YouTube's all I have left, and I do have some stuff I want to plan out, but it's not, I can do it during the weekend as well. You got tacos, we both got Mexican food, that's nice. The study this might be the last study one, I might do a second one afterwards. How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours? Yeah, it's only 8:42. I'll probably do 2 more. Probably 2 more. You gotta go to me. Oh my god, I'm so awful at this. You gotta go to Supernova? Alright, goodbye. Enjoy your, I assume, dinner. It's almost 6 p.m. for you? Yeah, it's bad. John, you got steak? Like steak taco. Oh no, you weren't the one with the tacos. Just normal steak. I don't actually have steak that much. I feel like I've had steak very little, and I do like it. For some reason, it doesn't come around to me too often. Benito, you haven't had dinner yet? Yo, Benito. Look me in the eyes. Look me. Benito. You haven't had dinner yet? It's, what is it? For you, 10:43 p.m. and you haven't eaten yet? That's the time, right? It's 2 hours ahead? Dude, it's almost 11 p.m. for you. I see you're looking right back at me. Eat. Go eat. I don't know what you gotta do to eat, but go find something. You haven't slept in 2 days? Why? What the hell? How is that possible? So you're telling me you did 2 all-nighters? There's no way I'm not gonna name this school. There's no way that our school in Cali is that difficult. I feel like you've been watching a little bit too much vertical content. Damn, that's really unfortunate for Benito. First he tries to salute, it doesn't work. The second time, it does work, but it doesn't show up on Streamlabs. For some reason, it doesn't show up. I can see it perfectly fine on YouTube, but for some reason, it's weird on Streamlabs. Streamlabs is so weird with emojis. Like, it won't accept YouTube emojis, and then it's also strange with normal emojis. Ultimate makes me work late, and then I just give up. By give up, you mean give up on sleep? Don't give up, don't give up on sleep. I feel like at some point, you just gotta accept the fact you're not finishing your work and sleep. Like, I've only pulled 2 all-nighters in January. I guess one was December. And they're both for videos. Like, video is something that I say is more important than sleep. But, like, come on, homework cannot be more important than sleep. Alicia, look who remembered it's a Wednesday. Look who's here. As you can see, we already finished most of our to-do list. God bless you, very silly guy. I already finished most of the to-do list. I think I'm gonna do 2 more study sections. I'll probably do YouTube for 1.5 and then do a little bit extra history because I have some due next week I can work on. So I didn't stream Biden's America. Yeah, Trump got me to stream. It's because of Trump that I'm live right now. Actually, how many streams did I do before when Joe Biden was president? How many streams did I do? Was he inaugurated 13 days ago? What day was it? It's the 29th. 13 days ago was... Oh, I guess 9 days ago was... Most of my streams are when Biden was president. That's crazy. No, 3. Yeah, 3 with Biden. Is Trump an L or W... Bro, is Trump an L or W take? All I'm gonna say is he tries to get things to pass, and Google Maps still says the Gulf of Mexico. Ain't working out too well for him. Actually, it does, right? Let me double check. It does. Surely it does. And, okay. There's this thing that happens every 100 clicks, I get like a John Cena thing, and it completely blocks my screen. That happened while I was trying to search the Google Maps. Actually, I can go back to, I can show you guys. I don't have to hide it. We'll find out together. Does Google Maps say, am I showing the right thing? I'm not. Does Google Maps show Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America? I'm actually curious. I doubt they put Gulf of America. It's like it's an international... Yeah, Gulf of Mexico. That makes sense. Because like I was gonna say they're American owned, but it's a very international site. Wrong thing. I clicked the wrong button and reset the timer. We have like a minute left. I remember a minute left. Only way to be great again, we gotta expand. At least my hosting on the 31st day. 31st? You mean the 51st? Yeah, no one's gotta know. It's been Gulf of America the entire time. Right, I didn't just realize that. But, like, it's probably fine. Y'all know I'm in Brooklyn anyway. You can't actually see my address, and y'all know I'm in Brooklyn. It's chill. It's okay. Alright, I think it's been 15 minutes. Oh, Alex, while I'm on break, unless you have homework to do, then just do your homework. Earlier in the stream, I showed off my documentary and I reacted to it. So if you want, if I were you, I would rewind and watch the documentary. And then if you have any questions, type it in chat, and then I'll respond after the study bit. We should go to Alaska. I went to Alaska. I was in Alaska in 2021. Low-key was fire. We should go together. A little August trip. When you're here for a couple days, we can just take the first plane out of JFK. Alright, Alicia, I'll see you in half an hour when you finish documentary, and I finish my work. For the rest of us, which is mainly just John Doe, I'm pausing it because we have some work to do, and I will see you in half an hour. Alicia, you found it? Alright, you're good.
Thank
Alright, chat. We are, in a sense, so incredibly, undeniably back. We're back! Alicia, you should have watched the video by now. You have. Well edited, thank you, I tried. I gotta clutch up when you make videos. No, you gotta clutch up when you make videos. That is not on my part at all to do. That's on you. You gotta learn how to edit too. You're making shorts though, so shouldn't be as difficult to learn. Finished Mass Supernova, nice. Congratulations. Y'all have a test. Chapter 7, that's crazy. We just started Chapter 5 for us yesterday. I know you guys started 2 weeks earlier than us, but a 2-chapter difference for 2-week difference is crazy. Although I guess we end almost a month after you. But still, 2 chapters for a month? Feels like a lot. You finally finished your work? Me too. I finished playing my videos, so I can list that off. The videos took less time than I thought to get everything done. So I think I might be ending here. I think I'm not going to do another study. Oh, we had a poll. Hold up, what happened to the poll? Oh my god, it's 50-50. Wait, I want to show y'all. It's, let me move myself real quick. It's 50-50. Oh no, now what? 6 votes, 3 of you want the same, 3 of you want 15 extra minutes. Interesting. Okay. I think for now I'll keep it. And then every stream... oh, Overtly's here. Ooh, you're the tiebreaker now. Ooh. Okay, then yeah, I guess you'll be the tiebreaker. It's up to you. I'm not going to try to influence your vote. I don't preferably care. Make poll and community tab. Yeah, but there's some people who only subscribed for the videos and they don't watch the streams at all. And then they don't, like, they don't care. You feel me? So, I think what I'll do... Oh, you voted. 30 minutes, keep it the same? Alright. Alright. Well, I mean, it was really close, so I think what I'll do is next stream I'll ask the same question. I think around April, May, I'm going to change to 45 minutes no matter what, because it's going to be AP time, and I need extra time to study. What's the name of the game you always play after Wordle? Strands. That reminds me, we have a Wordle and Strands to play. We're ending stream. I thought I was gonna have to do another study section, but I don't have any more work to do. We're done. I could do a little more work on my like perfecting my what's it called? Things that I want for YouTube, but it's not that deep. So on that note, we'll start off with our lovely Wordle. Put myself back up here. Before we begin, he's ass at it. Thanks for the encouragement. Whale! I thought it was gonna be nothing, which would have been crazy. And we got a little bit of a that was crazy. Okay, no yells, we got 3 of them though. I can get it from here. I'm getting it in 4. Maybe redo? Is that a word? No. What about redud? Or redum? Redud. Okay, it's not bad. I don't even know what like the shape of this word looks like. Like this? Is that a word? No. I feel like it might be something. But that doesn't make sense for the rest of the letters. Like, what else could it be? Rud? Having a U and a D with that is tricky. Okay, it's probably not re. What about Urdu? That sounds like a word. What is this? Maybe I can't start with a D. Oh, is it utter? Oh my goodness, it was utter. Oh my goodness, chat, it was utter. That's rough for me. That was such a simple word. What's the word and why does it have 5 letters? Can you use the same letter more than one? Yeah, it's Wordle. Blueberry, do you not know how Wordle works? I don't judge. Yeah, you can do the same one twice. You saw there. It was a double D. Alright, now on to the next one. Strands. We'll do this when we end up. I'd say that as if we're finishing this really quickly. Knowing me, this is going to take a good couple minutes. So throw on this. By far my favorite song on the list. Here we go. Alright, I'm not looking at chat. Actually, hold up. I'm going to move chat to make sure you're not in the way. Here you go. Okay. I'll move. I'll make you smaller. So I'm not blocking. You don't play word. Utter is a known word. Yeah, it's like I got like you're not. It's just English, not your native language, so it makes sense. But I mean, it's like the nipple of the cow. Don't be attracted to it. That's bestiality. Okay, I'm not looking at chat anymore. Let's do our strands. Show of hands. So it's like when a teacher says like show of hands. What do you want to do? But what letters would come from that? Sock. What? I was not expecting sock to be right. What? Show of hands and sock? No tiendo. Tens. Meme. Shank. Doe, is that a word? It is. Oh, show. There's show in here. I feel like that might be something. It might be show something. Show. I don't know. Dang. Dank. Danger. Oh, finger. Sock and finger. What's sock and finger have to do with each other? I'm still guessing completely randomly at this point. I have no clue this could be. Ticks? Stick? Stick? What in the world is show of hands, sock, stick, finger? Like, if it was stick and finger, I would think maybe like things that can be straight, like that, but sock isn't that. What is this? What? Meth? Staple? Could be staple. Staple sounded right. So it's a word, like, you find a word that's so long you think it'll probably match. Tram? No. Trams? No. I also think of the spangram. The spangram is probably this, I'm imagining, something along here. But I don't know what the spangram even could be. Fire song. My favorite song on the playlist. I'm so glad I added it today. I have no clue. I feel like here it's like so blocked off you might be able to find something. Same here, but I'm just not seeing anything. What's a V doing here? Velgo. Pupes. Pups. No. I thought I was on something there. Volpage. It's like voltage, but with a P. Oh boy, I'm bad at this. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Dude, I have no clue this could... Show of hands? Tense? Dude, I'm so lost. I know right here, right on the bottom, actually, overtly is like, oh my god, it is in 2 seconds. How would you not know what it is? I have just absolutely no idea. Rammer? I did so good at finding 3 without a hint. I don't want to use a hint now. Steg? Meg? I feel like it might... Like, the theme is so simple. It's such a simple concept. I feel like everyone else already has it in chat and they're, like, staring at me, completely not knowing what I'm doing. I'm so confused by this V. Like, what does a V have to do with this? Dude, I'm about to go through 2 songs without getting this. That's crazy. Steam. Dude, I don't know. I think I might have to use a hint. I'm doing it. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. Glove. Interesting. Glove? What? Oh, puppet. It's a puppet something. Puppet shadow. It's things you can... Did I spell shadow wrong? What? Oh, shadows. I thought there were like things you can make from a puppet shadow. But shadow's its own thing. So it's puppet what? Puppets. And this is definitely the spangram. Puppet master. Puppet master. Is it bad that I still don't get it? Like, is it that you use socks and gloves and you can make sticks and fingers and you make a shadow? Is that what this is? If that's what it is, this is a dumb one. I don't like it. Mario Tetten. I'm on the last word. I don't know what it is. This is bad for me. What do puppet masters use? They use a tent, but that doesn't work. Teen. Okay, I feel like by this point I should have it. What the hell? I feel like Mario just makes sense. It's Mario. Maybe it's... I don't think it ends in an N. Because there's the OI that probably goes together. That can't be right. It's definitely this way. Dude, what? That's a word? Tetramoin? It's gonna be some word I don't know. I quit. I need to figure out what it is. I need 2 more words. I quit. Sons. It was Mario. Marionette? Marionette. That's so dumb. What even is a marionette? What the hell? Marionette. Oh, it's one of these things, like a Pinocchio type thing. That is so dumb. It's definitely this one that gets the order wrong. No, I mean the word game. Like the actual word game. I don't know what you mean. Blueberry. I don't know what you mean. Do know the actual word game. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. With that, I think I'm going to end... Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Alright. I thought game could have been one of the... Oh, I see. I wasn't looking at chat when I don't look at the chat while I do this Translator Wordle. But that could have been... I feel like that might have made sense early on. Alright, chat. I think it's time to end. Alright. Yeah, we are ending early today. I mean, I didn't have school today, so I did some work earlier in the day, so I had some work done already. And this way, I get to eat my Chipotle and sleep a reasonable amount of hours. Because my cutoff for these streams is always midnight, but it's nice that I can end 2.5 hours early. Yeah, me too. You can also go to sleep at a reasonable time. If you go to sleep in the next half hour, you're in bed by midnight. You can go to bed today, which is nice. I hope you all enjoyed the documentary. This thing right here. For those who didn't watch it, it's earlier in the stream. You can find it. I reacted to it. It's unlisted, so I'm not going to. You're not gonna be able to find it on your own. However, I can, if you want, post it in chat right now. So I can actually do that for you guys. 1 second, let me pull it up. I need to go to my history to find it. There it is. Alright, here it is in chat. So if you guys want to watch it, you can either watch it with my reactions earlier in the stream, or you can watch it right here as it comes up in chat on your own. Hope you enjoy it. You're not gonna get much of those. That was a one-time thing for school. And hopefully it inspires you to do something. And maybe it's not editing, maybe it's not making a documentary, but something productive. Do something productive. I know, at least if you're in New York, which is not many of you in chat, but some of you, we just came back from a long break, and we had today off. So now it's time to lock in. Second semester just started for most of us, as you can see in the title. So now's lock-in time. We have APs in April, May, I think. We're picking our majors soon. Lots to look forward to. But it'll only be good if we can get the work done in between. So, oops, my fault. So all I have to say, do something for future you. And, like Manito said, see you next Wednesday. Goodbye. Goodbye. Also, I realized earlier when I switched, you couldn't hear my mic, but now you can still hear my mic. So, goodbye. Hear me full volume. Isn't that crazy? Alright, see you next week. Lock in during this week. Bye-bye.